I'll click over.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, there it goes.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody. Here for a midday KPS Stomp-Cast review of Smackdown Live.
Yeah, we were a little busy last night, but
yeah, we're networking in our other careers.
Yes. But figured we'd do it today.
But Smackdown waits for no one, as we know.
Exactly. Yeah, we tried asking them to delay it, but
yeah, didn't even answer the email. I mean, what was up with that? You know,
email, phone calls, tweets. I woofed them.
At least be polite about it.
Yeah.
Johnny isn't with us today. He's off in the salt mines of the grocery store.
Yes. Yeah, he's making the meat.
Stacking oranges right now, currently, I think.
Oh, he's produce? I thought he was meat.
No. Orange stacker. But 2-man power trip. We'll get you through SmackDown Live. Pretty eventful show, actually.
Yeah, there was a lot that it was. There's the match decisions and choices in this show boggled my mind quite a bit.
Totally. You can see the effect of Dolph Ziggler's new contract immediately.
Well, that and just I still don't get like his stupid to start the show off with okay, they didn't start with the match, but they're going to start with the match. Mm-hmm. But it's right as soon as we come live and you hear a record scratch, and then Dolph just walks out is the worst time to do that. But then he just plays his music anyways. Fuck.
I don't even know what his character is supposed to be now, because he was this heel who hated everyone and walked out on the company.
Yeah.
But now he's getting beat up by the top heels on the show in a really sympathetic way, you know.
So was Baron Corbin too. People were chanting for Baron Corbin during his match with Kevin Owens.
Now, side note, that just shows you how excellent of a heel Kevin Owens is.
Exactly.
People cheer for Baron Corbin over him. That's just a fucking masterwork of heel work on a regular SmackDown. But that aside, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I guess I can see maybe Ziggler, because he just signed his new deal and whatever, and they're going, why the fuck Corbin too? Why would you put Corbin over KO clean after the last several months of KO looking super strong? That's the weakest I think he's ever looked.
And on top of that, both him and Sami look like bums because they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And then still lost the matches.
Yeah. And they both lost him clean as a whistle. And it was just a fucking joke, honestly, man. After KO's been one of the stronger guys on the main the whole time. He's been on the main, right? And Sami's had his struggles, obviously, but lately, in the last 6 months since the turn or whatever, he's been booked really strong too. These guys are two of the strongest guys right now, and you just put them both to lose clean, trashy like that. For what too? For what? To make this a 5-man match? For what? The triple threat would have been just fun.
I think they just want so that it's not another just teaming up on each other match. You know what I mean? Where it's just KO and Sami beating shit at AJ.
They've done a pretty good job of building this KO Sami dissension, right? Even if it's fake.
What? They didn't even mention that either.
Well, Sami said something about how it was every man for himself in the title match.
Okay. But I mean, they didn't really address
it's no, it's they took a step back from the slow building dissension thing they had building with the three of them, just to add Corbin and Dolph, and
guys who weren't even on the top 10 list.
Yeah, of all the people to add, throw Orton in there or something, you know?
Orton, anybody else, yeah.
Honestly, almost anyone else, yeah, I don't get that shit, man. I don't get it at all. I didn't really care for how it played out. Things definitely happened, and they added stuff to the match and stuff, but it's really nonsensical.
And at the end of the day, it was 4 heels technically.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Which makes no sense, and it seems they're turning Dolph back again because he cut a pretty face-ish promo too about stopping the show and going to Mania, and it's always his dream and this and that, and I guess Dolph's a face again, and a main event one at that. Okay. I feel like we're gonna get a some kind of weird tag match with AJ and Dolph versus Sami and KO with Corbin interfering next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be or it'll be AJ, Baron, and Ziggler against KO and Sammy.
So stupid, man.
And like we're no AJ, which was weird.
Yeah, I really wish he was there though. Apparently he wrestled in the dark.
But he wasn't on the show, right?
No, was Knock on the show either? Did I just miss that?
I didn't
Knock
see
wasn't
him.
there. Yeah, that's weird, man. I really wish we didn't have 2 different shows in the middle of here in Mania for both shows, like Fastlane and Elimination Chamber, because like it's just grinding already. I wish they would just be 3 weeks into Mania programs, you know?
Yeah, it'd be a lot better.
Like they had, I think it was 7 weeks in between a Rumble and Mania. And like I knew they had Elimination Chamber, but I figured at least SmackDown was going to get a nice long build, but I forgot about Fastlane. Sucks.
When's Fastlane?
I don't know. I think it's the week after. So like Elimination Chamber is not this Sunday, but next one. And then I think so SmackDown has 2 weeks, and then we can actually get going on this road to Mania, which sucks because it's only going to be like a month. And they're not doing anything like we're building feuds now that are kind of side roaded and they're going to come back. Like it feels like they're just going to start fresh after the 2 sub pay-per-views. It just sucks, man.
Yeah, I mean, other than like Raw kind of like they're hinting at a few possible feuds and matches you can have, but SmackDown just seems like they're going KO, Sammy, AJ, and then I guess after that it's just going to be AJ Knock for the title unless Ziggler wins.
Knock should be included in all this because like it feels like he's not even a part of the show, and they're supposed to be building to him and AJ, and they already booked it and announced it and shit, and now it's just he's kind of an afterthought, and the feud really is KO and Sammy and AJ, and it's silly.
It's fucking, I don't know. It's so weird. Yeah, not even to have AJ. Like the whole idea too when he's a champ. Like, why not just have him be like, "Yo, give me a match to like stay fresh." Like, I want to wrestle. Just give me anybody. Give him like Ty Dillinger. Like, just a match.
AJ's that kind of dude. He's that kind of character where he just like he wants to go, right? So
yeah. So they're just doing that.
I don't know. Like SmackDown's still a little iffy nowadays. It used to be really good, and it's kind of like you can't really depend on it anymore. It just is a little nonsensical.
But yeah, I guess we'll get into
like might as well talk about the US title feud.
Yeah, we get into that too.
Like, that shit doesn't make any sense to me.
Fucking Jinder just comes out on top. Like,
that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why Orton gives a shit makes no sense to me. Orton's never cared about secondary belts, man. Like, it's just like never been a thing. He doesn't give a shit. Like, why does he care?
But has he ever been US type champ?
No.
It's like a Grand Slam thing.
Yeah, I guess, but like it's a weird time of year to be like Mania season isn't the time when you look to round out your resume with a mid-card title run. From like Orton's character's perspective, you know.
Yeah.
Like he's this main event, Viper dude, and he's like, "Oh, fuck the title. I'm just gonna go hunt the mid-card belt." Doesn't make sense for him. Like it's weird. Man. They're trying to pull some Cena crap, right? Where it's like old veteran slides down a bit, mid-card elevates it. But it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't like Orton. But
I think it's because you just don't like Orton. I don't know. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with him kind of being away from the title picture scene and kind of going to like mid card level.
That's fine too. I just think it's weird. They're kind of making the US title just like another world title too. Like they're booking them really similar, and all the guys that are competing for both belts are all main eventers. Like except Baron Corbin.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't like the idea that we might get another Jinder Orton match.
It's clearly going to a 3-way. I mean, like, I don't know if it's at Fastlane or Mania or whatever. It feels like a way to like kind of get into a ladder match situation.
But that would be like a tear. I don't know. I just don't feel like that'd be a good ladder match.
I don't think it would be either. But
those 3 guys, like Orton and Bobby Roode, are getting up there in age. Jinder, I don't trust him in a ladder match to do anything.
No.
I don't even know. Yeah, fuck, I don't know who they would put in it.
But it's like I could see all of New Day being in it, like all 3 of them, and because you need that multi-smash everyone together title ladder match, right? And Miz probably isn't going to do that this year, so it's got to be the US title, right?
Yeah, although it would be in for like the one with the Miz and see Braun in a ladder match.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fun.
Braun in a ladder match, that would be incredible actually, because you'd get like these. He'd pull out some massive like industrial ladder that nobody else could touch. Like you remember Show and the Money in the Bank, Big Show, when he brought out that industrial double strength ladder.
Yeah, he would definitely do that.
So he could climb it because it wouldn't break. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. The U.S. title is a mess. Honestly, it's a mess. It's been a mess since they gave it to Ziggler for no reason.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing with it. Yeah, it's just all this booking's weird, man. New Day coming out. Okay, fucking New Day is just wasting so many pancakes.
It was National Pancake Day yesterday.
But still, like, what are they doing? Like, they have somebody making so many pancakes and then doing nothing with them.
They probably had to hire like an extra caterer.
It's just so absurd.
Pancakes for New Day.
Just so absurd. Unless they're fake, but then maybe eating a bunch of fake pancakes, I guess.
It might be prop cakes.
Unless he has like a plate of like real ones, and then they just made a bunch of fake ones. But if they made like over 100 fake or like real pancakes, what the fuck?
It's the gimmick, man.
I don't even get the gimmick though. What's the gimmick? They're just going through all the cereals, I guess, or all the breakfast brands.
I think they're doing the Jericho thing where they're like, I'm gonna get this random thing over. And they were just in catering one day and Big E was throwing pancakes at Kofi. And Kofi was like, fuck these pancakes. And Big E's like, I'm gonna get these pancakes over. And he did.
Yeah.
They'll have a shirt.
They probably already. Yeah.
There's probably one already in like design, but like those guys can get anything over. I don't know what they'd do for Mania either, honestly. Like,
well, like you said, if they all compete for the U.S. title.
Yeah,
I think it would be funny if you could do a spot where it's like all three of them set up ladders and climb the ladders and they go to grab it and they're like, "What do you like?" No, like I want it, and like just fight over it.
That'd be good.
Or something like that.
Cause a New Day descent.
But I will say I didn't like why do you have like Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable are just kind of gaining some momentum, beating all the tag teams they find that are like, you guys are just jokes. You don't care about tag teams, like Ascension, Breezango. Then New Day is in that realm right now too, where they're just like all jokey. Then you just have them lose in 5 minutes.
It should have been a lot longer,
and just have them. Why not have them win and really solidify them? Because who are the Usos? I guess the Usos are going against the Bludgeon Brothers, but
yeah, I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's a 4-way coming up at Mania because we thought it was going to be Bludgeon Brothers, but it seems like that's happening now, which means Fastlane, not Mania.
But you could have them lose and then like you have Blood Brothers win and then the Usos try to get it back at Mania. It's like trying to overcome like these giants.
I fucking hate matches at Mania. I hate that shit.
You could get you could have the Bludgeon Brothers just like almost squash the Usos.
Maybe
the Usos having to like
okay, that'd be the only rematch story I can handle. I just always feel like it should be epic, fresh, confrontations all up and down the card at Mania.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But I mean, at this point, you're kind of you're treading like it's getting to the point now where it's like you just want to throw there's so many guys that what are you gonna do? So you just have multi-man matches.
They're all gonna be multi-mans.
Yeah, which isn't bad, but I feel like Mania at the same time too should be a lot of just single one-on-one matches.
I saw somebody float the idea of having Mania be a 2-night, and they have like a card that's like it builds nicely and whatever, and has like a true main event, and then the next night basically do it again with like a few more main events so that everybody can kind of get on the card and shit like that. I think that's where they'll eventually go, where it just is a whole weekend.
But then what do you do to NXT?
Friday.
Why don't you just put some of these guys on NXT? You could just make NXT a longer show and have these guys compete on NXT.
Yeah, or you could have like the Mania, Saturday Mania be like NXT, chock full of NXT dudes too, Like everybody gets a chance to compete, whatever you want to call it. Like you could have 3 NXT matches on the card.
Yeah, you could do something like that. I don't know. I feel like two Manias though. Like
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
With the way that they're far more like financial than entertainment oriented right now, right? I guess they always have it, but it seems really clear right now that it's more about the straight cash than the product.
I feel like they would lose money though on the first show. If it's a weekend show, nobody's going to go to that.
I don't think so. Everybody would go, man. Yeah. Everybody would fucking go. Like people would go. Like those tickets, Mania tickets always sell out in like really quick in a couple days. It's a fucking Mania event now, And people are already there, right? Like it's not like people are showing up on Sunday and going to the thing. People travel, stay in the city all week, or at least 3 or 4 days. Probably go to like, because they have indie shows all around Mania too,
Yeah.
right? And you know WWE wants to crush that shit. So
Oh god.
just keep booking. Like they can book, book something on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just smash all the competition out of town.
I just think though, like you might have to like lower the prices on that first one, just because if people are going like from other places and spending weeks there, that's so much money. Like
It could be like something where, if you can't afford a full Mania ticket, you can go see Saturday Mania instead,
Yeah, I guess.
It's more affordable. It's like the family Mania or something. Bring your kids. Bring your kids, ticket packages and shit,
This is your kids Mania, and then the other Mania is just all about blood and
and sex and violence. It's the attitude era.
Yes, I'm into that.
But yeah, we'll get into lots of Mania previews and talk as we go.
One thing I would say too, we skipped over the Charlotte match.
Oh yeah.
This match, like it's a match I heard Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez were talking about how it's annoying when you watch a match where the heel will just completely beat the shit out of the face for the entire match, like 10 minutes straight, and then the face will just hit their finisher and win. That's exactly what this match was. Like Charlotte was just getting destroyed the entire time and hits natural selection and it's over. And it's like, the fuck? Like, it's out of nowhere.
It's really dumb because, like, Sarah Logan should never tune Charlotte. Like, that shouldn't happen, right? And this should have been something where Charlotte just wrecked her. Like, it should just fucking murdered her in like 3 minutes just showed the difference between her and like the other women, because she's on this thing right now where she's like untouchable and the queen and the best. And when you put her in there with a jobber, you can't make the jobber look that legitimate. They got to look like kind of an asshole. So, and Sarah Logan is a total jobber. Nobody knows who she is. Nobody cares about her. So it's not like you got to keep her strong versus Charlotte. Like, fuck all that, man. Charlotte's what counts here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, let Charlotte look like a beast, and missed opportunity for that for sure.
I get trying to like build other people up, but yeah, it was just weird. And having like they literally honestly just brought out Becky and Naomi because they had nothing else for them to do, and they're like, all right, we'll just come out of this match and stand there.
Totally.
Now we got a 6-woman match. It's like,
I can understand Becky because they're like friends, like kayfabe, canon friends. But like Naomi's just random face, like there's no alignment there. Like she's, like I think it would have made Becky look stronger too, to like come out by herself and fend off like the 2 other chicks in the Riot Squad by herself, as like a crazy babyface heel or crazy babyface, like she is.
Yeah, put her over instead of just having her. Now they have the 6-woman match.
Becky's still doing nothing, man. Becky's still doing jack shit, nothing. So
nobody does anything unless you're the champ. If you're the champ, then you'll have a one-on-one match every now and then. But every other fucking woman on the shows, they just have tag team matches.
That's why we need women's tag team titles, man.
Women's tag team titles, yeah, just anything, yeah.
I'm telling you, women's tag team titles will give you so much to do. So much to do. Like Becky and Charlotte could go on a tag run, and then someone else could be champ, so Charlotte doesn't have to be champ.
And you can justify Charlotte not being champ because she's a tag team champ.
Bayley and Sasha can be tag team champs and then break up. Like just there's so much, and nobody's doing anything because they got nothing for them to do. So make it worth something. Like,
and have tag team matches mean something instead of just matches.
Exactly, it's really easy.
I totally agree.
Belts are pretend anyway.
Exactly.
Like, obviously, we're headed towards Charlotte and Ruby Riott, right? So it's just whether it's next week or whether it's Fastlane. Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
Like we're just stalling for Asuka.
Pretty much.
At this point. So, and like I feel like I know Knock already made his choice and stuff, and they're making Asuka like wait a month, but like I feel like Charlotte should be like smack talking her or something. Like
I could see them waiting until after Fastlane though or something. You know what I mean?
Not social media or something though. Just be like you don't want to come to SmackDown. You want to stay on Raw. You want to like go against Alexa Bliss. You don't want to touch me. I know you're not gonna jump.
Yeah, no, I totally. Yeah, they should definitely be doing that. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
They're still figuring out how to book all these women things.
Such a disaster.
Just book it like men. It's easy.
That's the thing. Yeah. Just have
side. Book it differently because it's women. It's like, how do you rate female characters? They're just people.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah. It's the same thing. They're wrestlers. That's all that matters. Just make matches.
Same goals, man. They want to be great. They want to be champs. They whatever. Like they want money. Same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess we kind of talked a bit about Baron Corbin KO.
Yeah, how it just made no fucking sense. Like
Ziggler, Zayn, same thing.
Probably the weakest KO's looked. I think I said, man. Like losing to Corbin clean after beating him up. I mean,
I'll give Corbin credit though for being able to hit that end of days and holding Kevin Owens in the air. Kevin Owens is a big boy.
It looked like shit, man.
What's that?
Like, be real. It looked like shit.
It did, but he still held him up pretty well.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I think KO could have done better on that too.
I think KO was like, "Fuck, I gotta lose to Baron Corbin. I'm just gonna stiff him on this."
like it was just a really clunky match. I mean, like KO got the emotion going so that everybody was cheering for Corbin, which was amazing. But it's so clunky. Corbin's so clunky. He's so boring and clunky.
Yeah, and I mean, Sami Zayn, Ziggler. I was in and out of it, but I'm sure it was a great match. I mean, 15 minutes. Those guys can both go.
It was. It was fun. I'm so bored of Ziggler. I don't.
That's the problem. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just he's going to win, and
yeah, of course he was going to win. As soon as Corbin won, holy shit! Like, if Corbin won and Ziggler didn't, like, that's
the dumbest thing.
I don't even know how you could continue watching after that. What it should have been was just a tag match,
Well, that's what I thought they were going to do, like a tag match, and if they win, they're in. I even thought Shane McMahon was going to be like, okay, well, Corbin, KO, Sammy, Ziggler. If Corbin or Ziggler win, they take the other guy's spot in the match.
That'd be good too.
And then you could have got one of them out of it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The whole thing's a clusterfuck. I just want it to be over with.
And I'm so sick of Shane McMahon coming in and just recapping what happened as soon as we saw it. He's like, so Daniel Bryan, KO and Sami Zayn just beat up Corbin and Ziggler. It's like, yeah, we know. We just saw it. Literally just happened.
Well, it's like you watch Raw and it's like they give you a recap of like the cool thing that happened like once an hour, maybe twice, right?
Yeah,
like at some point you start to feel like I don't even need to watch the first hour. Michael Cole's going to tell me about what happened. If anything happened in the first hour, I'm going to get a recap in the second and the third, and then probably again sometime later in the third.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it is the same shit. It's like, hey, if you weren't watching before the commercial, we got you covered. Well, stop doing that. Make people watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know you want to shed out your own shit, but like, come on, guys. It's like
just
TV 101.
Yeah, exactly.
But I am super, super duper sick of Shane and Daniel Bryan too, and their whole like marriage counseling.
I'm sick too that it's just like they got to make it more natural to where it's not just Daniel Bryan standing backstage on his phone, and then Shane McMahon comes over. It's like, is that what we're supposed to believe? Is like the entire show Daniel Bryan's just on his phone? Like, why is he in his office? Like,
they always have the GM standing in an empty room with a TV
with a phone,
just sitting there like watching the TV with their phone. Like that's what they're doing for 4 hours. Kurt Angle can't stand there for 4 hours, man. Dude's not in that kind of shape.
Yeah, just like I know they have an office. We've seen their offices. Just like, why aren't they in there just like chilling, maybe watching, like just sitting? I don't know. It's just a little thing where it's like,
they used to do that. Like in the 90s, the like Vince McMahon's office or Steph's office was always like a big set piece with like leather couches and all this shit. And now it's just an empty room, man. Budget cuts, there's no fireworks, there's no leather couches anymore.
Yeah, I remember Vince McMahon's office always had that.
Yeah, it was balling. Like I feel like it was actually his office and he really liked that couch, so they like took it around the road and always just put it in the room that was his office.
Entire trailer dedicated to just his couches.
Oh yeah. Hey, man, when you're rich, the world moves around you,
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like SmackDown's so weird. It's so up and down. Like it was going so well for a while and now it's just kind of stuck.
I think it's like this Ziggler Corbin thing's leaving a really bad taste in my mouth. And aside from that, it would have been an okay show,
Yeah.
But it's so fucking senseless that it just annoys me.
Yeah, and the whole idea that Shane McMahon's trying to convince us that Corbin and Ziggler deserve a spot more than like Sammy and KO. It's like, really? What show have you been watching?
It's like Shane's just grasping at straws and making himself look like a fucking idiot, honestly.
So ridiculous.
Like, I don't know, like honestly, you just look at it from like his perspective, from like kayfabe perspective. How do you skip over even Bobby Roode or Orton or fucking Jinder or anyone who's done anything in the last 3 months. You know, like Corbin wasn't even important enough to get a U.S. title rematch when he lost the thing, and they basically wrote him off TV for a month after he lost in the first round of the tournament. And now all of a sudden I'm supposed to buy him as a world title contender. Like, that's just dipshit stuff, man.
He couldn't even cash in his money in the bank.
Yeah, exactly. That guy should not be anywhere near the title scene right now. He's headed right for the Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Right for the Andre. I tweeted that last night. Made me feel better.
Yeah, there you go. First ever 2-time World Battle Royal winner?
Him or Mojo?
I don't even know anymore.
I read a wild rumor about the Andre this year that they want Goldberg in it.
Okay.
Goldberg. And he would win.
What's the point?
To make it a big deal.
It just bugs me. Like, you can make it they have it mean something, not just this throwaway. Like, there's no point of having Goldberg in that. That makes no sense.
None.
Just a pop. It's gonna get a pop. He's gonna throw everybody over. Like, I get honestly, in terms of like the crowd getting pumped, but
I really liked Cesaro winning the first one. It felt cool and unexpected. And honestly, I liked Big Show winning the second one too, because like it felt like he always deserved to win a battle royale or something, and he never got it. He was like the giant trophy. It was cool, man. And then the next 2 years just went right off the goddamn rails.
They didn't do anything with these guys who win it. It's just like Mojo wins it and he doesn't even appear on the show anymore.
No,
it's like, what the fuck was the point?
Mojo's since last year's Mania, what's Mojo been on? Maybe a quarter of the Smackdowns, maybe, maybe a third at most. Like, the dude just nobody cares. Like, I would like them to make it a big deal so that when it comes on, I can be like, oh, there's something to this. They're going to give this guy a push. Like, it doesn't even have to be super tangible, like you get a title shot or something. Just that you as a fan know that whoever wins the Andre is going to mean something, Like, it's actually going to mean something, and this 20 minutes in the middle of WrestleMania is going to matter and not be a piss break.
Why not? They should do it something like an NXT thing, where if you win it, then you get like a run on the main roster or something.
Yeah.
Or like you get a shot at a title on the roster, like an NXT. Like it's just about the NXT guys coming out, being at Mania.
Yeah.
And they get a shot for maybe like a title shot like that show, or they get like a match. I don't know.
That'd be dope, man. Like, what was it? I saw somebody float an idea of like an NXT Money in the Bank style match, but they're not going for a briefcase with a title shot. They're going for a briefcase with a main roster contract.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, and so they're all fighting for promotion, basically. And like, I think that'd be dope, man. And
yeah, and you could have so many good, like you could have a guy who doesn't look like he's ready for the main roster, but he wins it, and then the entire thing could be like people being like, "Why are you even here? Like, you don't deserve to be here." Like, just shitting on him. He loses matches. Like,
you got lucky. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, you could easily.
That's a great fucking story, man. That's a great underdog story.
I love that
like
idea.
Gargano, someone like Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, it should be like, you should be on 205 Live. Like, what are you doing here? Yeah.
Exactly, a cruiser too, who like, you shouldn't be here. You should be on the fucking man. That'd be dope. Fuck.
I like that.
I really hope they do that. Yeah,
they should. Yeah.
Gotta book stuff, man.
Yeah.
Gotta book stuff. Been pretty good on the predictions lately, right? We called the 7-man chamber.
Yeah. Well, we called that. We didn't think they would be dumb enough to do it, but they did.
I'm calling it. We called it. I'll take credit for that. Just because.
I'm saying we called it, but we were like, we were mocking calling it. We're like, imagine if they did that.
I'm glad though. I like Seth and Finn are gonna put on fireworks, and
I'm still curious how they're gonna do it though. I'm wondering if it's gonna be 3 guys start or
has to be, right?
Unless they put both of them in the chamber together.
God, that'd be funny, man. I really hope they do all at the same time. Either way, I'm gonna be sports entertained, I think.
They put a chamber right in the middle of the ring, or just like at the bottom, and it like comes up.
Oh, I saw that. It was like The Simpsons, where Martin's in the cage on the top of the class. And they put it. It's like the 5th chamber.
That'd be cool. It's every pod is like.
You could swing off it and shit. It'd be cool.
Yeah, it's like a shark cage. Yeah. No, it'd be cool. When they should have the pods under the ring, and then so it's like boom, 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 and then it comes up, so you don't know who's gonna come up. It's like oh shit.
Oh, I like that, man.
They would have to like elevate the ring, I guess.
Not necessarily.
They're crouched down.
You could just crouch down, yeah. It would look so cool, man.
That'd be sick.
I love the chamber. I kind of got distracted with my grievances with the build of the chamber and forgot that I love the chamber. It's such a cool match. Like such a cool match. Those guys always go all out, and you got a bunch of like, not like maybe first timers, but guys who haven't been in the chamber a ton, like Finn and Seth and stuff like that, and they're gonna want to make their mark.
And I like the way like there's kind of like mats instead of just the steel, so now they can do way more shit too.
Oh yeah, too. Like and they don't have to die. Like I remember those were always. It was awesome, but you knew those guys were dying there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, real hard. But yeah, man, chamber's dope, and women's chamber will be super fun. And get them practicing.
Exactly. Yeah.
First chamber, first rumble. First rumble was good. It went really well.
It was way better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really well put together. Because that's what I'm saying, man. Like just the first time you do something, it's not always going to go well, but you got to do it to learn how. And every time they do something, it'll just get better. So I'm looking forward to it.
Next year's going to be underwhelming though, because they blew their wad with all the returns.
Totally. I was actually thinking that it's like, they filled out the whole roster and everything for this rumble, but now the clock's ticking because within a year, they really have to have about 25 legitimate female talents that they can put in that match and have like 5 legends return, because you can't pull that 12 legend crap every year.
No, yeah, it loses its mystique.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I guess we should wrap this up because we're kind of getting off topic here. So
yeah, I think we covered all SmackDown anyway.
Yeah, we got all SmackDown. Yeah, we got it all.
Looking forward to getting through these midway pay-per-views so we can get on to the real interesting shit that we all want to see.
Looking forward to Knock and AJ actually. They did have one funny segment where AJ was walking in the back and he just looks over and Knock's standing there. He's like, "What?" He's like, "I'm gonna beat you." He's like, "What the fuck?" And then Knock walks away and he's like, "What the hell was that?" I was like, "That was great."
Something like that. I mean, like, Knock doesn't need to do much, Like
that's all he has to do is just creepily like AJ's just talking to somebody, then he looks over, he's like, "What the fuck?" And it's just Knock standing there. He's like, "I'm coming for you."
Yeah. Or even just smiling, like smiling confidently, like, I know I'm gonna beat you, man. You know it too.
Yeah. Yeah, don't have him cut promos. Just have him just smile.
Yeah. Just smile. Just be weird. Be weird, intimidating Nakamura.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like you said, hopefully Fastlane's over, Mania build. Great.
I don't even want to say it happened because some things did actually happen. I just didn't like them. So
it was it wasn't. It was very underwhelming.
Yeah. Oh well. Onward, good brother. Onward.
Yeah. All right. Check you later, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Follow us at Punch Stomp on all your social media platforms.
Yep.
And we'll be back with more content daily, probably.
Yes. News and shit. Keep posted.
And things. Going to see our faces all the time. And Commander Wolf back here.
Yes.
Looking over us all. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. See you again soon. Peace. APS.